Hi everyone, I just created this little video so I could go over what you need to do this week. So as you know, we're going to be working on the tiny house project. If you go onto Etsy, my post explains to you in detail what you need to be doing this week. I just wanted to point out a couple of things to you. So firstly, if you go to the library section in Etsy, you'll notice that there's a folder called the tiny house project, and all the resources that you're going to need for the project will be placed in here. So a good place to start would be in Etsy itself. You will recall seeing this post from me with some useful information about tiny houses. So you may want to take some time to go over this infographic that's here, and also this article here, which talks about the advantages and disadvantages of living tiny. So for this week, I'd like you to focus on your Padlet or your ideas board. This document here goes over in depth about the things that you need to include in your ideas board. So let's have a look at this document next. So if you download that article from Etsy, here's what you'll see. It goes over step by step all the things that you need to do to complete your ideas board. It also lists all the things that you need to have on your ideas board. You'll notice that there's quite a lot of stuff that's listed on here. So it does involve a fair bit of research. Um, and then there's a sample ideas board here, which shows you how to organize all of the information. So if you click here, you'll see like a skeleton board that I've created for you. There's also a link to it directly from Etsy, and it goes over one way in which you can organize all of your information for all the different research that you will do. So this is just a sample. If you like the way things are organized, you can do it this way. But if you have a better idea in mind, you can choose to do it that way instead. Now it says you have 2 full in-class periods to do this. We don't currently have class. So by the end of this week, if you can get your board started and organized, then you're still pretty good, and you can have until the end of next week to complete your ideas board. And then at that point, we'll move on to the next phase of the project, which is starting to design your tiny house. But I'll give you more information about that next week. So for now, focus on gathering information for your ideas board, thinking of ways in which to organize the information on your ideas board. Also have a look at this document, and particularly have a look at the rubric so that you know what it is that you need to do to get a level 5. Have a look at the sample ideas board. The link for that again is up here. And if you have any questions, I'm only an Etsy message away. So good luck, and I hope to do a virtual meeting with all of you next week, and I will see you then.